All right, good morning on June 27th of 2025. Today I'm going to present Chairman Powell to the space that I'm doing. This guy is in control of the interest rates and the way that this economy is behind everybody else worldwide. Everybody else in every other country dropping rates, United States pausing, and I'm about to try to give the best explanation of why this guy is going head to head with Donald Trump over his decision making and practically keeping things more expensive. And he has really no reason. And this video, when it comes to bonds are connected to the stocks are connected to the cryptos, and it's a trickle down effect, especially when it comes to prices at the grocery store. So without further ado, let's take this wonderful. I'm gonna call it deserving fire thrown at Jerome Powell.
And I'm going to bring in my first guest from Wellington Altus Private Wealth their chief market strategist, Jim Thorne. Of course, the market's saying something else, Jim. So the question is, have the bond vigilantes simply thrown in the towel, or maybe this, were they a figment of our imagination in the first place?
I think the bond vigilantes are realizing that the facts are piling up, and they realize that the Fed is on the wrong side of history and that we're going to have to dramatically cut rates to 275 to 250, something that you and I have been talking about for a long time. Now it's going to become consensus. And when that happens, the stock market goes higher and we get a period of bull market stress. Everybody thinks that there's going to be a retest of the lows. They're absolutely wrong. And Charles, this is going to feel like the back half of 09 or the back half of 2020.
Now, to pause it to give a little example of what he's talking about. Other countries across the world have dramatically taken away interest rates and dropping them. Jerome Powell, instead of dropping and following, has been pausing. So that's keeping everything stagnant. Jerome Powell was supposed to start dropping these things when everybody else did, to try to keep the balance of nature when it comes to interest rates. And that's why you're seeing cars expensive and your interest rates on homes especially. But let's continue.
Where you're going to have people rushing and reaching for performance. It's going to get crazy in the back half of the year.
Today, Jay Powell said something to me that either made me feel he's disconnected from what's going on, or the ghost of Arthur Burns is riding on his shoulder, right? So he talked about inflation. You want to approach carefully in a world where inflation is not back to 2%, and that's our job. If we make a mistake here, people will pay a benefit. It will pay and people will pay a cost for a long time. So, he's talking about making mistakes and the average person paying a cost. Well, the day we got May new home sales, they were a disaster, down almost 14%, and that's way below consensus, the worst since June of 2022. People are tapping their 401ks like never before. It feels like the Fed may have already made this mistake and it's already costing people. I mean, so when...
Okay. Now, I am going to link everything in the description box of what I'm going to present, especially this video here, which is very interesting. But Jerome Powell's getting enemies in the wrong spot. And from what I've heard with President Trump saying he's already wanting to put a replacement, but apparently whenever you're part of the chair, you have a full term you get to serve out, no matter if you're doing bad or good, which... This guy here, I was kind of on his side, and I realized what he's doing. I'm not sure if he's doing it on purpose, but it's just complete disaster. Now, getting this out of the way, we're going to move on to the one thing that actually brought the attention to myself when it comes to trying to find the best cryptos for the best opportunities. This one right here, it's called Sweet. The reason I take interest in it is because of what's scrolling across the middle here. These are going to be your partners / people that and / companies that are going to be using this actual particular crypto. Once again, it's going to be in the description box. At the current timing of recording this, you're looking at is $270 a coin. Now that's kind of expensive. It will fluctuate with Bitcoin, You can wake up, but if you're staking it, yeah, it will ease the drop from jumping off of a roof onto the ground. You'll actually have some padding. Now, when it comes to stuff like XRP and SWI, it's very difficult to say, hey, I fully endorse, you need to go buy. Why? Because tomorrow Bitcoin will drag everything down, Bitcoin will bring everything up. It's very difficult for these, what they call altcoins, and I guess I'll throw it out here. This is not financial advice, but it's trying to help people go the direction that's best to help get rid of any kind of stress when it comes to market turmoil. With the turmoil that's going across the world, with the potential war with Iran and all the mess happening, we're living in some very, very strange times, of course. Now, SWI, like I said, I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not trying to tell you to sell, but it has a future. Especially, I'll highlight this one and circle it. This one is drawing my attention. It's the best reason to have it because they are a very, very well-known investment company in the United States. All right, let's move on. Let's go to XRP breaking news. Now, this came out. For those who do not know, XRP has been through the ringer, literally. This crypto and this company, Ripple, that have just been slashed across the board with the Biden administration, and I've mentioned this in previous videos. This coin was supposed to die out because a certain side of the aisle with a certain guy named Gary Gensler wanted all this to themselves. They wanted to make it, hey, Ethereum's the greatest thing ever. Oh, Bitcoin gets the free pass. You can do your own research on it. All I can say is this company and Ripple have had the roughest times surviving in this country. I'm surprised they didn't pack up and leave and give up. But they didn't. They fought it. And this case is supposed to be over, but it keeps lingering. And it's supposed to be over, and it keeps lingering. It's just an aggravating asset to hold because of this. But after the smoke clears and we have a pasture in front of us, the reason I'm saying XRP is something that I get after the smoke, like I said, after everything clears, the judge says, okay, it's over. Your pastures are going to be completely green with it because there's not going to be anything holding it back this time around. Now, the other thing, if you go to the wrong YouTube guy or the wrong influencer on another platform and they say, hey, tomorrow there's a deadline, we are setting a date, this thing's going to be 10,000xing tomorrow, this thing's going to be worth 10 times more than what you buy it for last week. These guys are complete and utter not cool people. I can't say what I want to say because this is family oriented content. But they're lying. They don't know when Bitcoin's going to go down. They don't know what's going to go on with people playing the markets or having their bots trade for them. They're lying. Please be careful with the people you listen to. Myself, I will not do a price prediction because I don't want to be the one that says, hey, hey, y'all bought it because of me. Who cares? No, that's not my deal. I'm going to try to give you the facts of why I hold. I can't tell you why they're holding. I know why they're holding because they want your clicks. I'm trying to present facts. But all I can say, this right here is personal to me because me and a couple of friends have been through all the misery of a 30 cent to $1 to $4 to losing a lot to losing a little with this one particular asset. My other videos will show you the benefits of staking, but I'm trying to bring a certain appreciation with this asset class. But I do appreciate everything that people do with watching, especially if you hit the little thumbs up and subscribe. That's really cool. I understand why people ask and beg for it because they want to do this for a living. I get it. I'm not trying to do it for a living. I'm trying to do it as a side hobby because I'm tired of YouTubers and other influencers taking advantage of people that really don't understand this space. After you lose so much and after you learn how to make something, it starts forming in your head. Like, okay, I can understand why people are in this. It is aggravating as all get out whenever it goes down. But hey, I'm trying to be myself and I'm trying to present facts. But I really hope y'all have a great day. And the Fed will come out next month. If they make the wrong decision, it will go down. If they pause, it will go down. If they lower interest rate and start, especially if they give you a boost at a 2 point interest rate cut, portfolios will start turning very green. It's going to be very interesting, and there's going to be more money flowing in and out, especially in certain assets in the top 100. I got to choose my words carefully. But if you're going to start investing, find out why you're investing. Invest in it properly. Don't dive into it if you're not confident. Once you get confidence, it turns into a whole different ballgame for you. But y'all have a great weekend. And, of course, I'll be doing another energy drink because that's one of my favorite things too. But please leave comments in the description box or in the comment box. My mistake. And I will interact with you and I will answer any questions that y'all have for me. But y'all have a wonderful day and good luck out there when it comes to this crazy, crazy world. Take it easy.